Okay, he said, don't worry, Daddy.
Hello, welcome to another awesome time on State Television. It's time for the program, The Faculty. Now, every other time on this program, we take issues personally. We carry them on our heads in Nigerian parlance like sachet water sellers, and we take it personal like a passport photograph. Talk about issues as they have managed themselves in society, sometimes in the entire world, and sometimes right here in the studio. My name is Francis Ofudwe. I am not the man who would have the conversation. I'm just the anchor. With me are two gentlemen who would be placed on what they term the hot seat, but I'll try to make it as cool as possible because there's no problem in this life. Everything is quite easy. Depends on how you see them. With me are two gentlemen. Both of them dressed in very wonderful native attires. One of them is the Executive Assistant to the Governor on Public Enlightenment, Projects and Policies, Mr. Olisa Ifejika. Good to have you right here.
My pleasure, thank you. Good afternoon, Delta.
Good afternoon. He's also a journalist, a senior comrade in the world of journalism. And so he has better ideas than I do. Let's find out very shortly. With me also is Comrade Abel John Gold, a very strong member, activist, very strong journalist. And every time he comes around here, he manages these issues without sentiment or bias at all. Comrade Abel John Gold, you're always golden. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, Deltans.
Welcome to the program. Now, my teacher in school would tell me, just when I was about to graduate, that meanings are in people and not in words. He says that if you judge someone by what you think and not what they believe they have said, then you might be the one getting things wrongly. But is that the concept that's playing out right now in Delta State? Recently, the governor went to have a speech, and among what he said was something that has caused social media waters to be stirred. But he said, wait until 2031 if you want to indulge in this violence. But don't take the words from me. Let's check out this video and hear from the governor himself if that video is ready. But if I get signals from the MCR, I would know if the video is ready or not. It means the video is not ready. So let's get down to the business proper. Strong words, I tell you, when the governor said, wait, if you want to fight after 2031. Social media, even conventional media, took the statement just for what it was, and then it became the headline. That has been the center focus of the whole narrative. But the man who does a lot of jobs for the governor should first start with giving me some perspective about the governor's statement precisely, and we'll now get down to other questions. Mr. Olisa.
Thank you very much, Francis. There's something we enjoy in this state, peace. After the terrible experience we had between 1997 and 1999, where the state was almost torn apart, the Jaws and the Shekiris precisely were at daggers drawn, so much that the enmity between them was terrible. But today, God intervened and we have peace. Governor was the present governor, Ida Sharif Oborowori, was in the system all that. He's a worry boy. He says so. So he experienced all of that.
Yeah.
And when peace came, we are still savoring it till today. And any threat to that peace, anybody who is involved somehow by way of leadership will always caution. Please don't. Please don't. Because if you have experienced crisis, if you've experienced war, you won't wish it for even your neighbor that is wicked to you. Because the fallouts are so much that nobody wishes it. So when the governor was speaking, he spoke like an insider. He spoke like a son of the soil. It was akin to saying, the father telling the children in the house, you want to misbehave, just wait till I leave this house. I don't want to hear that kind of thing. So it wasn't as if it was like cautioning that he said, no.
So you're saying this was figurative than literal?
Yes. He said, no crisis, no war. If you must fight, wait till me. For as long as I'm on this saddle,
all right.
Leadership today, there will be what I want is peace.
Okay.
And peace I want.
Boss, I know you speak for the governor, but let's hear from the governor himself now. Let's hear exactly what he said verbatim, and then we can begin to x-ray it right here in the studio. Let's get that playing. Let's check out the video.
People say I don't talk. I don't talk. I don't talk. To worry people. The Shekini voted for me. The Job voted for me. The Robo voted for me. They love me. You want me to come and talk? Talk what? What do you want me to say? In all and all, what we need is unity. We have seen crisis. I have witnessed crisis. I make sure I'm in good terms with everybody. When I don't speak, people don't know why I don't speak. I've witnessed it. Do we still want that in worry? No. And people are using social media to cause crisis. Our children, talk to them. They use social media, they can lie and so different things, so bad seed. I don't want that. Don't fear. You don't do that. I'm going to develop this worry. They called me and said, look, in Abuja, I said, this matter, what do you say I don't mean to say? What I have to say is for us to have peace here. I don't want problem. Please, our leaders, our elders, this worry, they sweet me for body. If you like, you know, sometimes you will have home in abroad. Your children will come and take you and go to abroad. I don't have any other home. This is the only way I have. And when I was contesting, I told people that I'm a man with street credibility and local content. I'm not diaspora, local, with them here. And they gave me the vote. It's not true. Now that I'm a governor, and I said I'm a governor for all. You want to take side? I don't do that. I will not do that. Why would I do that? Pray for peace in worry. We want peace in worry. You have showed me love. And I'll continue to show Deltans love. I'll continue to respect my leaders. And I said, it's all inclusive. And I want to do more for Deltans. I don't want to fail.
Wow, the last thing he said is, I want to do more for Deltans. I don't want to fail. That was the last statement from his, and that's very, very reflective. Let's get to Comrade Abel Jonko. He said many things, but the headline was just one particular statement. In fact, there was this conversation he made that he said during a particular crisis, he had to put the slogan Sheriff Papa House, and that made his house the only place that was spared during that period. Now, the big question is, was this a case of a shouty headline or a case of the consequences of a statement that some have termed misguided? Comrade Abel.
I think the latter.
Okay, let's go.
I thought you should understand.
You have to project more.
Yeah, I thought you should understand.
Yeah.
There's no time that war is needed. You see, our governor, Cecily said, if you want to fight, wait till 2031. Which means don't fight during my time, as said by my boss here. Then that governor will come 2031 will not say, please don't fight during my time. Are you getting me? If you want to fight, wait till 2039. The other will come till 2047. But the issue remains there. Let me just digress a little.
All right.
About 2 weeks ago, we went to play this professional bodies games in Warri. And the entire lodge, while GC with some friends talking about governance, these guys were praising Sheriff Oberewori. Even the way they were praising, I was not even surprised. Not what I'm saying in this Delta state. They even have to run the governor down. That one former governor, a Warri boy, could not do anything. This, you understand me? But when his successor came, he developed his place. Now God has given us Warri. That was God that gave them Sheriff, a worry boy, and they are seeing progress. So we talk and discuss and laugh over it. Do you know that after this statement, not penalty made or fund money, I was privileged to be with this same people again. And that's, the first question they attacked, the guy thought I'm still a government as correspondent. He said, when I want make Asaba get peace, me worry scatter abi. I couldn't get it. He said, see what your guy talks, me we fight, we kill ourselves for worry. What I'm trying to say is that there was no time you will say you encourage war. Particularly when in leadership position.
But he didn't encourage war.
But hold on, listen. He said if you want to fight, wait till 2031.
Yeah.
So when will the issue be solved? I say worry, but he knows more. Let me tell you, you know Peter Mrakwa. I happened to cover an event, an issue he settled one time, crisis. He said he was in the primary school when that crisis arose. Until he finished secondary school, university, started practicing law, the issue was on ground. And he settled the when he became Attorney General. How long are we going to, of the state, are we going to keep issues? Sheriff is the right person to settle that issue. And don't also forget, he also made a statement. I don't want to lose vote. Does it mean votes are more valuable to our governor than the people? Only him knows the meaning of that word. So I appeal that all the governors should also come and give us a clarification because they understand the meaning. If worry person say, you dey mad your papa. It might not mean you dey mad your papa. Are you getting me? There's an opportunity to eat. And there's also a way you also tell person you dey mad your papa, the person will be happy and happy. So our governor as a worry boy understood the meaning of wait till 2021 before you fight. I don't want to lose vote. So we need clarification from him.
Well, right here, there is the public enlightenment boss, and he has enlightened us using a little figurative expression, saying that the father saying, if you want to fight, wait till I leave the house. Isn't that close to what it means?
So does it mean that the father wants his children to also fight? You always leave the house. After you leave, there should be fights. There should be war.
No.
No?
Bro, I disagree with you.
Okay, let's get
It means that is cautionary. In other words, don't fight. He even helped the matter when he said, the governor said, wait till after 2031 when he would have left office. And you helped by saying that it means his successor will also say, don't fight till I leave office. And he continues like that. In other words, they're all preaching peace, one thing. The fight, war, he said, no.
Mr. Efejika, you heard from Comrade Abel John Gold, and I'm just trying to do my job as a moderator and go from different perspectives here. The statement, has he said, those in the street boys on the streets, they said something before and then they changed their comment later on. Did that statement show the governor as someone who is bent on peace, or who is someone who's just bent on keeping his administration working positively? That's the angle that Comrade Abel John Gold was coming from.
Yeah, he that spoke with them last week, as he said,
penultimate week,
and it was a yes for the governor. And suddenly, after that statement, he ought to be a PR person for the government. He understood it. He needed to have done what I am doing there, and I'm doing here now.
This is your job, public enlightenment.
No. What I'm saying, no, it's for every Delta.
I get it.
It's for every Delta. The governor spoke like an elder. Even though he's not the oldest in Delta, he spoke like an elder.
The father of the state.
In other words, see, I don't want. Well, even when you talked about, he said during the war of that time that he had to put Sheriff Baba's house, and it wasn't touched. It's a reflection of what it was. What people went through. In other words, saying war is not good. Nobody should preach it. It has to be peace all through. And he was saying that Justin Rewane here is a Shakiri, his friend.
Yes.
He knew, or he even knows the man's capacity. But everything has been tamed, has been calmed down because peace. They've all embraced themselves. And it shouldn't happen again. We cannot go back to crisis. That is what he said in a nutshell. That I am on the side, now you put me there. Will you want to give me problems to come and solve? We should be talking about how to progress the state, how to develop this. If like it was there, that setting ought to be, what are we going to do about more oil blocks being opened? What are we going to do about infrastructure coming, not to come and begin to talk about crisis. So please, let us have peace all through so that we can develop the place. That is exactly what he said.
Okay, now the thing is, the entire state and maybe the country might not even know about the where this entire issue came up in the first place. But what the country knows is that the governor of Delta State said wait till 2031. Now, as the public enlightenment boss, can you give us an idea into what might have been brewing that the governor had to make that particular statement?
No, okay.
No, you go ahead, I'm listening to you now.
No, it's normal. It's normal. Even at the filling stations, two people disagree. And our prayer, I've always told people, I said, what they talk about, cry big things, separation in Nigeria, for people to go their way, I have said, you cannot sit down. I don't see anybody sitting down any day to say, oh, we're tired of Nigeria, we want to go a separate way, make South East go and become Biafra, this and that one. No, it may just be triggered by two women at the market buying pepper, one an outside person or Yoruba, whatever, and you're offering 5 naira for pepper, and somebody comes and said, I will pay 10 naira, and you say, oh, because you be Yoruba. That is what can trigger anything. It could be at the filling station, at the beer parlor, can cause all of that. But how it is handled is what is important. And the governor was cautioning, we've had enough of all this. We've had enough of crisis. We should be forward-looking, talk about development at all times. So please, I am your son. I am on the saddle now. We knew what it took us to get to this point in terms of peace. We knew what it took us to get to this point. I am here now managing that peace that I inherited. Please, for God's sake, sheath your swords. While I'm on the saddle, please let there be no fight. Let us have peace. If we must fight, but like I said, cautionary. It is for the people to advise themselves that this our son has said so. Fight is not good. If now, between now and 2031, there's no fight, there cannot be anyone beyond that. That is lesson from that. If you can keep yourselves, like he has appealed, if you can keep yourselves between now and 2031, no more crisis, no fight and all that, it means it becomes a culture. It becomes a norm that will endure. That is exactly what he's trying to achieve. Nothing more. What we must take care from is that people have that penchant for misinterpreting deliberately at times, politicizing, but the message is clear by any discerning Delta, any discerning who understands what the issues are.
Yeah. Okay, Comrade Abel John Gold, you've heard from the Public Enlightenment Boss, former Chief Press Secretary in the state. He said that the governor made a statement and it was misconstrued by the media and people are misconstruing the statement. Let's talk about the Warri people now. There are people who believe that Warri people take statements just the way they see them, just the way they hear them.
I don't want to accept that because I'm also a Warri blood in a way. I just told you now that Warri man can tell you, you're mad, your papa. That does not mean you are mad. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
It's not your papa is mad. He might even be praising you, hailing you, is the understanding. But in this case, Sheriff is governor for all. Governor Sheriff of
Which is said during
the
Senate.
Now, not long ago, we experienced an issue at Okwama in Ughelli South. I was in Warri at the palace of Oluwafori during the fourth coronation when something happened. That day I tears. Because what caused that crisis that they did not want it. I and some other journalists, this guy in Sonny,
love me.
Benduno,
You want me to come?
others, we are there. There's a cause that is causing this fight, not just what delineation and other things. Are you getting me? It's expected that one expects a statement, a warning statement. I know of a state whereby Obasanjo told them that if I hear any crisis again, state of emergency. Are you getting me?
Yeah.
You are the governor. Take charge instantly. If any move, whether you are Shekiri, whether you are Urubo, whether you are Ijo, your staff of office, you, thank God, James Rewane, he even said that he knew his capacity about with boys and this kind of a thing. That means you have already identified the root cause of all these crises.
Yeah.
It's expected that those things should be tackled. You solve it once and for all, you uproot it. No political statement that say wait is so time. We solve it once and for all. Are you getting
what
it?
do you think is the issue?
Beyond
Okay,
the
you know the issue
sta-
better
beyond
than me,
beyond the statement,
The
beyond
people
the
don't
statement,
fight for nothing. Yes.
okay, beyond the statement being made by the governor, what actions have been made to resolve whatever conflict that was thriving? Let me say was in Christian faith around that particular region between the Jaws, the Shekiris, and the Urhobos in that region.
You have said it's a worry ball, like the governor. On the streets of Warri, as a journalist, I worked in Warri for 9 years. I was there when the crisis started. I was playing tennis in Warri Club when that thing erupted in 1997. People fight on the streets. I was given an instance before I came here. Some persons, maybe students riot or youth riot on the street. Some persons who don't even know what the reason is for the riot will just come and join the fray. And if you take them aside and said, what are you people fighting for? He said, no. They joined, destroyed, burnt cars, burnt houses without knowing. So at times, two gentlemen may just have issues, they begin to fight. On the street of Warri that you know, they could just fight, draw knives and all that. Come the next hour, it's ended. They've gone their ways. Is that what governors should begin to, Olu of Warri's anniversary that you talked about now? I lived in Warri, you lived in Warri. The procession for the anniversary should be innocuous, should be an entertainment. They will go and put political connotations to it. Why will an Ishegiri procession pass through Agbasa area and Urobo area? As innocuous as procession will be, why don't you look the other way and let them pass and go their way? But some youths will now say, without prompting by even their leaders, some rules should go and say, let's stop them. Then what they go pass here? What they go pass here? And there will be some fracas in the day. It ends there. Is that what you're saying, that governor should institute an inquiry into or call everybody? No. Governor even said in that same video we watched that he went to Rewane's place after saying he knew the capacity of Rewane, and he went to him privately. People said, Governor came to this guy's house. Governor came to his house. Say he went there. You didn't know what he went to do. You didn't know whether he felt maybe that gentleman may have one or two things to tell the youth. And he did it without ordinarily issuing a statement. The same statement you talk about, there is a way it can come. It will provoke people. Otherwise, governor talking like this. And the man said, I am a Warri man like you. I enjoy the peace of Warri. I am ready to develop Warri. Let us have peace here. Let the peace you enjoy here endure. That is exactly what he said in a nutshell. If people are beginning to distort it, give it the other meanings, it's unfortunate. But the truth is that we should not allow everything that comes from government to be politicized. That's the issue. The man has said, look, I am governor, your son today. Everybody voted for me. I am governor of the whole state. Please let there be peace everywhere. I am here now. I will leave office 2031 by the grace of God. While I'm with you, let us have peace. In other words, he's expecting, like I am expecting, that all of us will imbibe the peace culture. As he's living, we would have imbibed it so much that it is internalized, it becomes a culture in the state. Even before, even after 2031, nobody will need anybody to have spoken to. Please embrace peace. That's exactly what the man was talking about. Nothing, no more, no less. I saw those headlines, I saw those things, and for me, going to the social media, except I am very selective of what I get from the social media. Very, very selective, because being conservative, 90% of what you find there, you look at them with a pinch of salt. Pinch of salt. That is because the courageous ones that come the way it is, they just few out there on the social media. I want to tell the Deltans, I really want to tell us that we are talking about development, talking about peace in the state. We should not, those of us that are younger, shouldn't allow us to be dragged into what we don't know. the refrain should be peace that is in the state, let it endure. Let it endure from generation to generation. We'll be our brothers.
Okay, now, they say everybody talks about peace, but people don't speak much about justice. And then there's this conversation around that region about allegations that INEC, the electoral body, had proposals of words divination that may be biased and tilting in favor of one particular group in that region. The question I've been trying to understand is, what has the governor done beyond that political statement? You talked about how he visited Rwanda. I'm asking, what has he done to solve some of these issues that might have been bedeviling and causing the issues surrounding that area, resulting to that speech he made?
No. There are two different issues now. The delineation thing is being months back, and it's an INEC thing. The government intervened in that, all of that, and caution.
We hear rumors that that's what's still inciting some level of
for the uninformed. But don't forget that there are those that are natural warmongers. That's what gives them joy.
Some benefit from it.
Yeah, that gives them joy. It's their cash cow. If there's no crisis, then they're dead.
Let me put this in more perspective. Charlie Kirk, we saw the global story and how he was shut down. Till now, there are people who believe that he was racist. He was what else again? He was someone who hated immigrants and the rest of them.
Yes.
People have said also that that was misinterpretation, misunderstanding, and he was shot based on ignorance. Now, if you're speaking about the ignorance of the people, my question is, what is the governor doing to settle this ignorance? You just said that he has handled the allegation matter about delineation of words and the rest of them. I'm asking, how come they don't know at that little level?
See, it is like I said, that delineation matter is a federal issue. It's INEC.
Yes, but he can intervene, can he?
No, he can only tell INEC to do the right thing. That's the much he can do. He cannot move Deltans to the field to say, we want to delineate the area. This is what should go to this place. He doesn't have that power. He doesn't have. He doesn't have to. Today, in Delta, in all the states in the country, we go by the federal words in all that we do. We didn't create it here, the words. In your local government where you can know you're from Oshimili North. There are 10 words in Oshimili North.
No, North.
Oshimili North. 10 words in Oshimili North created by INEC, federal government. We cannot say, oh, we want more now in Oshimili North and force INEC to do it. No. The much the governor has done in that respect was to call all the parties together and told INEC, please, don't cause trouble in my state, do what is right. And if for some time now, that issue has calmed down and we're insinuating perhaps that it is part of the things that is triggering the thing the small young men are doing. I doubt it. But we won't take it past them because there are still persons who think that, I tell you one story, I won't name them. Sometime in 2020 or thereabout, there was a governor that was said to have, in a meeting of one or two governors, the guy just told them, the country is very quiet. There's no issue. Nobody's fighting, nobody's assaulting anybody. The whole place is just quiet as if there's no government. How can that be in the government? He got to the airport. He was returning for got to the airport. And journalists went to him. He started insulting Obasanjo and Amini. Insulted them so well, accused them of something, and there was trouble in the country. That was what he wanted. He wanted there to be something to be talked about.
Bad news is good news.
Yeah, something to be talked about later. And that ran for about 1 month.
Distraction.
Caused so many things. There are persons like that. They are still there. Who want there to be crisis. So like you said, some benefit from it.
Yes.
Some get attention from it. Somebody will not say, who is behind this thing? They say, this person, okay, call them. And when they will be calling them, you won't be there. They would have called them in the darkest of times to come and talk to them. So there are persons, but for the nation, I don't think it had anything to do with this. Those issues of...
So what do you think had issues to do with that particular?
No, those things we're talking about at the Olo for this 4th anniversary, that they were having their procession. And it just happened with Obu just own a few days ago. The same thing. Youths not liking themselves. No, I don't think that the elders think that way. They don't see worry as not their own beliefs, not their own beliefs. They see it as ours. They see it as ours. And that is what the governor was preaching and still preaching. See Warri as our home, all of us.
Yeah. He said he doesn't live in diaspora, he lives in Warri.
Exactly, that's why he says he has street credibility. He has all of it, he knows everybody.
Let me get to my other journalist friend here, Comrade Abel John Gold. You have been watching, you're the onlooker.
No, everything I've said, he has agreed though.
Yeah. Let's find out.
He just has to.
Let's find out. Comrade Abel,
I know
have you agreed? Aye or nay?
No, what he wants to add
Let's
what he wants to say is to support what I've said.
Okay, now, Comrade Abel, how should a governor balance neutrality with the need to settle each ethnic group? We saw that he was trying to balance neutrality when he said, I'm for everybody. Well, how can he, soothe the minds of every single ethnic group, even the ones having issues, so to speak?
You see, there's no way you can balance every ethnic group. Some places have their own interests. Even in Okpanam here, I'm hearing about issues between Okpanam and Okpanam. So even here, Amasha and Bozoma.
Yes.
Everywhere,
boundaries issue is everywhere. But what the young ones that are fighting do not know is that these people that are doing this fight, causing this fight, sponsoring this crisis, is just for their interests. I will tell you that Warri crisis, then, some persons do not have properties in Warri at that then. Those persons do not have any stake then. Many of them have properties in Warri today. They will be the one to lose if crisis broke in Warri today. Because property they do not have then, they have it. Hopefully, that 1999, you have, I don't think you even have certificate. But now you have something now. Are you getting me?
Lots of them.
The same thing with me. So have structures. So have life. So have children now.
Okay.
That they cannot risk. So even when the governor say don't fight, are you getting me? They should use avenue to take it as an escape from the crisis. When you talk about all this balancing of ethnic issues, it's because every community have their own individual problem. Not just the boundary, because I don't see reason within the boundary. For example, Okpanam and Asabana, they are one, because whether you live in, if you are in Lagos, you are coming to Okpanam, you will not say you are coming to Okpanam, you are coming to Asaba. If you go to Ibuzo, you stop Asaba Moto. It means they are all one, Abi?
Yeah.
So why would this boundary not be an issue? I've seen in Lagos when Buba Mawa, Millard of Lagos State, Taj Road in Ogun State, the roads are the Akuti Ajuwon. It means whether boundary or not, the people living there, we're all living in one place. So there's no way one governor can come and settle all those issues. It is a community. You know your real boundary. You know this place belongs to you. But just because this place is fertile, or there is something in this particular place, or this place is commerce, or one thing for commercial purpose, you want to create crisis. So there's no way the governor can do everything for us when you talk about managing crisis. The only thing that you will do is best. So community leaders have to also come forth to take some actions, look for a way to also curb those crises, because this, first of all, the traditional ruler can curb this before the governor. Let's tell ourselves the truth. It's started in their nose. Are you saying as a king you don't know your boundary? If you really want to be truthful to yourself. Local government chairman might not know, but as a king, you must know. You are from the assessor. You must know your boundary. You have your chiefs who know their community, and you know those that are lying. But because of one particular interest, you want to put cause problem to the country.
All right, Comrade Mr. Ifejika. Let's still push on to that question that I asked Comrade Abel John Gold in a different way. The governor insists he's a governor for all. Well, it's in a hotbed like Warri that has different ethnic groups. Is strict neutrality not a pointer to some level of detachment, especially those who feel like he's from their particular locality? And how should the governor address this issue?
I have said here that the governor in his wisdom feels that people are mature enough, they're discerning enough, they know what it is enough to advise themselves. In other words, we advise ourselves, take our decisions objectively. He has told us that everything about him is Warri.
Okay.
Short of pointing fingers at some things, he knows everybody, he knows what is happening, and feels that the people, some of the issues are not serious matters. Some of the issues are not serious matters. That, like he said, elders can sit down and sort them out. When we have the big issues, government will not shy away from big issues. Like the Kwama issue we talked about and some serious matters. Government will not shy away from it. Issues that are pedestal. Issues that we know that one or two people are fanning the embers, stoking the fire. You allow them to sort them out. Some youths have allowed themselves over time. They've refused to grow. They want to remain local youths that they make trouble. They know them. So once any leader feels that, oh, I want to fight this other leader, he's taking this, they used to go and bring. And those youths have refused to grow up. They've continued to be used as tools to foment trouble. What we're saying, these youths, like we say, if see something, say something. They come from homes. I don't want to believe that, like the Alimajoris, that we don't have homes. Some have left homes, some have strayed. They're on the streets. They still come somewhere. And these places ought to be talking to their people. You don't. Embrace peace. Don't allow yourself to be on the street. A lot of them dying because of all of this.
Okay, now, Mr. Efetika, you're the public enlightenment boss, and I noticed in a particular state, the government decided to say, as a parent, if your child does not go to school, you will be arrested.
Yes.
That's the recent news story that we had right here on our breakfast show. Now, my question to you right now is, what is the government doing about these kind of youths you have described? Because whether we like them or not, no matter how irresponsible they are, their actions are going to first affect Delta State, even if it affects them in the long run.
Yes, what do you do?
What are we doing? Not what are we doing about it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay. There was this time in this state where employment opportunities were there. And I, here, one of my brothers, Barrister Frank Esenwa, in the House of Assembly now, who sent a bus, a vehicle, a bus to my village in Ila to ask the youths that we know make some trouble, unemployed, please, all you need to do for me, get dressed properly, board the bus and come to Asaba. There's employment for you, just get interviewed and all of that. They say, your father, who won't go do that kind of job? The bus went empty and came back empty.
50,000 job.
Yes, that's what we'll tell you. And it's like that everywhere. So the issue is, from home we begin to raise them right, begin to tell them that there is nothing on the street. Once it's negative, you are straying. So the governor, now and before, all the governors had always had youth empowerment programs. Because we know, you and I in employment, not everybody will be in employment because the window is not big. It's small to accommodate everybody with one thing. There are even those on their own who from beginning don't want white-collar jobs. They want to be self-employed. They want to do things themselves. And that's why government has so many windows. Those that be given skills, those that are already skilled, they need empowerment and all that. Government is doing, and there's no administration in this state that does not increase the number once it comes. If we had 1,000 before, the other government will make it 2,000, and like that. Right now we have more than 40,000. More than 40,000 youths have been empowered in all these windows that we have. That's what government can do. All government needs to do. Look at, I saw my friend Latimo almost shouting himself across how Delta should come and enlist in the military.
Who want to go to the military?
Every day.
Every day.
So that's no, what I'm saying. Those are windows, and government does that. Government will provide vehicles to go and bring them from people from village to come for enlistment and all that. That's what government will do.
Our time is almost up, so let's move. Comrade John Gold, what do you think can ever be done to destroy, collapse, whatever crisis or issues that exist around the Warri area? What do you think should be done? Let's talk about solutions in just a sentence or two.
I told you before that we just have to nip it at the bone. And nipping it is not just preaching the peace. We need to solve the issue. Because if you don't get to the root, you will just be postponing it. We call our governor Ukodo. The Ukodo does not mean just that pot of yam pepper soup in the fire. Inside the Ukodo, peace is part of the Ukodo. Development is part of the Ukodo. Education is part of the Ukodo. Everything, even the hospitals, every kind of development is what we talk about when we talk, say Ukodo.
Master.
Are you getting me? So let's do Ukodo, all the ingredients of the Ukodo. Peace and security is part of the ingredients. Housing estate part of the ingredients. Road network part of the ingredients of the Ukodo. Let all these things flow as normal. Then now as a worry boy, Governor Sheriff knows all these things better than me and you. Just as those chiefs know it. Must be sincere with you, in Warri they are happy to have Governor Sheriff as governor.
I would think so.
They are very happy. Yes, I've intertalked them several times. I've engaged in discussion, and I knew that they are happy that they have this man as, especially the kind of development, the bridges going on right now. Are you getting me? Until that particular statement, which I would say from persons, now say when I want to enjoy peace for Asaba, make we call they kill ourselves for Warri. Abi, you understand me?
Nobody prescribed that at all.
No, some persons' interpretation. If you go to social media, the people's interpretation are different. Why some will say the man is using it as a precautionary measure from a father to children. Don't try that one. I'm around here. Are you getting me? So believe that that should be done. That should
or maybe let me help you, comrade. Maybe he's a Warri boy, so he understands the language that Warri people understand better. So
that is why I appeal for his clarification.
Yeah, that's why I appeal for clarification. Okay, let's move on. So
we're
done. Before we say goodbye to you, because it's your job to give that public enlightenment, Mr. Efejika, that statement per se, that's why we are here. That's why we're having this long conversation. Was it a slip or a strategy or a statement of how politicians try to dodge responsibility and push to the next one? Just before we say goodbye.
Certainly not a slip.
Was it a strategy?
Not dodgy. Straight to the heart. That place we're enjoying peace. That peace must endure. You must remain here. I am governor today.
2031?
I am governor today. I inherited peace. That peace must endure. I'm here by the grace of God. I hope to be here till 2021 by your grace, the grace of the people. After 2031, another person will come, and I am sure. If for instance, if I'm the Francis Ofule, for God's sake, you won't want anything better than peace. So whoever will come will preach the same gospel of peace. And that's exactly what I said. Like I said, it was cautionary.
All right, cautionary. That's the final submission of the Executive Assistant to the Governor on Public Enlightenment Projects and Policy. Nobody else but Mr. Olisa Efejika, a fellow journalist and one who has been here with us on the program, The Faculty, this afternoon. Thank you so much.
A pleasure.
And then from Comrade Abel John Gold, I think we all married the same idea. Peace is what we need, and justice, development is quite crucial. That's a wrap on the program, The Faculty. Remember, give peace a chance. Even after 2031, don't do anything naughty. The governor understands the people, understands the language best for the people. My name is Francis Ofule. Good afternoon. Goodbye.